What's up, Double A Gang? I am back with another video, and I am excited for this one. So stay tuned, because this one is a little bit different, but I hope you guys like it. But as you already read the title, so let's just explain. So most of y'all probably didn't know this, but I am adopted. I was in foster care at one point. And let me just tell y'all, it was a roller coaster, okay? So today, I'm going to share a little piece of, what I had went through during that time, and tell y'all a little bit of the crazy rules I had to follow that I'm pretty sure other people didn't, but let me know if they're crazy to you, because they're crazy to me. They're absolutely crazy to me. But first, I got my handy dandy journal right here. This is y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm a writer downer, so if I don't write it down, it's not getting done. So everything goes in this little journal. I guess I should give y'all some background, don't I? So basically, I was in foster care when I was 1 year old, and I got adopted when I was 5 years old by this woman. But it was me, my brothers, and my sisters. So it was 5 of us. Charles, Fonda, Anna, Jessica. So there was 6 of us total in the house. And the house was, it was pretty big. It was, what I'm saying, it fit everybody. Everybody fit in there. So what should I call her? I guess I should call her our caregiver. So actually, no, I'm gonna just call her the woman. So the woman, she lived upstairs, and all the foster kids lived downstairs. Keep in mind that she did adopt us after some time. She did adopt us. So from 5 years old to 18 years old, I was adopted by this woman, but I don't claim that I was adopted by her, because she didn't treat us like, okay, I'm gonna take you in and I'm gonna love you as my own. It just didn't really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's just get into it. And here goes the first crazy rule. So it's just so funny, because the other day I had caught myself doing it. Anyway, let me start over. I'm just a little nervous, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. But anyway, so the first rule is we had assigned cups, right? So basically, every single week we had to get a cup from the cabinet, write our name on it, drink out of it, and put it on the counter. And that's the cup that we use every single day for the rest of the week. No ifs, ands, buts. Don't change your cup. Don't switch out your cup. Wash it out. Use it again for the rest of the week. That's it. Period. We did that for a very, very long time. So the second crazy rule is we had to sit at different tables. So the adults sat at one table, and then the foster kids sat at the other table. So the big table was for all the adults, and the little table was for the foster kids. And we only were allowed to eat with each other. We never ate family dinner with our foster mom. It just never happened. It wasn't a thing. She would say, come and eat. We would come and eat by ourselves. We was just each other's company. That's just how it was. Well, number 3. So the kitchen closed. When I tell people this, they think I'm so freaking crazy. But the kitchen closed at 7:30, okay? 7:30. If you was hungry after that, it's wraps. There's nothing you can do. You just got to starve to the next day. Because that means the kitchen was clean. All the food was put away. You cannot get anything else. If you are hungry after 7:30, you just have to suffer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just gotta suffer. You just gotta be hungry. And even when I would have friends over, and they would be like, "Oh, can we go get a snack from upstairs?" I'd be like, "No, sorry, kitchen's closed." And it was kind of embarrassing, because everybody knows that sleepovers, you go get late night snacks and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't really have that many sleepovers, simply because of that reason. But anyway, rule number 4. So rule number 4 is really weird, because in our foster home, we had cameras everywhere. There was a camera in the kitchen. There was a camera in the living room. There was a camera on the front porch. and there was cameras in every single one of our rooms except for hers, the woman. There was cameras in all of our rooms, so of course, like when I had sleepovers and stuff like that, they would be like, oh, what's that? And I'd be like, it's off. Like, she's not really watching, but she was really watching. It was on 24/7. So that was kind of a weird thing to explain to my friends. But the rule that I'm trying to get at is we were not allowed to touch the camera, don't move the camera, don't cover up the camera, none of that. Just let the camera be because I want to see, and that's it. So that was really weird. I didn't like it. It's like, it was embarrassing. It really was. Yeah. Anyway, rule number 5. So the 5th rule is we had to be in our rooms by 10 o'clock. And by that, I mean, like, we weren't allowed to roam the house. We could still be up and, like, awake and stuff, but don't roam this house. Don't come upstairs. Don't be in the basement. Just, you know, doing whatever. Be in your room. Be quiet. It's 10 o'clock. The house is shutting down, basically. Don't get up. That's it. Don't come out unless you got to pee. That's it. That's just the rule. Got to do. Rule number 6 is do not lay on the furniture. So keep in mind, this house was very beautiful and big and everybody loved it except for us, because we wasn't really allowed to enjoy very much of it. It was kind of just, it was a very nice house, and she had very nice furniture and stuff, but we weren't allowed to lay on it. Like, anytime we was just kicking it on the couch and stuff like that. Sit up. Why you laying on my furniture? Like, yeah, that's not happening. Sit on the floor. Like, we just, I could count on my hands how many times I sat on that couch because she just wanted us to sit on the floor. Don't sit on her furniture, and that's just period. It's it. Which was, well, when we had friends over and stuff, they were allowed to sit on the furniture, so we were allowed to sit on the furniture, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that go. Y'all know how y'all mamas be switching up and stuff like that. Anyway, so the next rule is we weren't allowed to have anything underneath our beds, which I never really understood that, and I still don't to this day. Do y'all parents do that? Like, don't put nothing under your bed? I don't know. She would really, like, look under there and be like, hey, you need to get that, because it's not happening. Which I'm trying to understand why, but she just don't have nothing under the bed. Period. That's it. The next rule was answer the intercom. So keep in mind, it was 2 floors to this house, so she was on the 1st floor and we were in the basement. So basically, there was these little box things, kind of like the size of my notebook, and I'll insert a picture in about now. But these little intercom things, she was able to talk to us. So if we did not answer that intercom, it's your ass. So of course us, bro, she was getting on our nerves with these intercoms, bro. She would just be talking to talk, not even wanting nothing. So of course us, we would start turning it down. Like, hold on, because you starting to scream and do all this, and it was just doing too much. So we would turn it down sometimes, and she'd be like, I know y'all turning me down, like, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We like, yeah, because you doing too much. You being annoying. You don't even want nothing. You just yelling to yell, and we don't have time. I mean, I guess we did, but we don't want to hear that shit. Next rule was my sister and I don't know why it was just us, but we were not allowed to sit on the concrete outside, like when we went to go play. Don't sit on the concrete, don't sit on the grass, don't roll in the grass. It's none of that. You need to just play without being on the ground. Doesn't make sense. I know you're confused. I'm confused as well. Still don't know the answer to that rule. I don't get it. And the next rule that follows into play with that was that we had to have outside clothes and shoes. So, and I'm pretty sure other people have done this, because I know I want to do it with my kids as well in the future. You know, I don't want them going out playing in Gucci and stuff like that. Like, it's just, you're going to get it dirty. But when I tell you we had, like, outside clothes, like, Those clothes, I don't know where those clothes came from, but them clothes, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, and people really thought that was like, there was something wrong with us or something like that, because we looked so dingy when we would play outside, and it was just a normal thing for us. That's just what we wore. This is so weird to talk about. But and following into play with that rule is we were not allowed to go outside of the backyard. For a very, very long time. We didn't start going out the back. And I'm talking about everybody in the house. And keep in mind, I had older foster siblings as well, and they had to stay in the backyard too. Like, it was kind of like she just didn't want us to be seen, kind of. Like, that was just the way she went about it. Like, stay in the backyard, don't come out, don't do this, don't be too loud. It was crazy. It really was. But stay in the backyard. We was 11 and 12 playing in the backyard. Like, we want to go out and explore, girl. No. But when she finally did, best believe it was the happiest times of our life. Curls popping, y'all. Curls popping. I don't care about none of that.
I'm a hot girl, don't try it at home.
But yeah, I remember I had this really great best friend. His name was John, and he lived directly across the street from me. And I cannot remember how I would get him to come to the backyard. I believe like we used to talk through the fence, and just like we would have him come outside at like a certain time, and then I'll be, talk through the fence to see if he could come outside or something like that. I can't really remember, but yeah, we had a little friend that was allowed in the backyard with us. And I'm still friends with this dude to this day. Best friends, actually. So the next rule is, now y'all gonna think this is really crazy. We could not talk in the car, y'all. Like, zip, nothing, nada. Like, do not speak, do not say nothing. I spy none of that. Do not talk, mute. That's it. Don't talk. And this happened for a very long time. It was maybe until I was like 14, maybe. And keep in mind, I was with this lady for a very, very long time. I was 14 till we started just talking to each other. Like, you know what, F this, because this is stupid. I wanna talk. We in the car. I'm seeing stuff. I wanna talk. This is dumb. And yeah, another outrageous rule. And the thing, or maybe it's not outrageous. I don't know. It's outrageous to me. I personally think that. Anyway, let me just say what the rule is. So we was not allowed to wake up before 9:30. 9:30 was the time everybody in the house woke up, and everybody did their chores. Everybody, did what they had to do for the day. 9:30, wake up. If you woke up before 9:30, stay in your room, stay in your bed till 9:30 hit. Period. Nothing else, not more, nothing less. That's it. You gotta stay in your room till it's time to get up. And that happened for a very long time too. And eventually, like, my brain just got used to waking up at 9:30 all the time. That's just what I did. I just woke up at 9:30, and I still do to this day. I wake up at 9:30 on the dot and just get my day started. So it was like I had a mental clock all the time, because I had to get up at 9:30 every morning, even on the weekends. Yes, even on the weekends. Okay, the next rule is this rule is so funny because it pissed me off so much in high school. So before I tell y'all the rule, let me just set the scene. So first of all, my high school was right next to my foster home. High school was right here, foster home was right here. I walked to high school for 4 years straight. Walked to high school, rain, snow, sleet, hail, everything. I walked to school. Never got a ride to high school. Always walked to school. And keep in mind, school started at what? 7:40, I think. School started at 7:40. I take a very long time to get ready in the morning. So I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready. So you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the rule is you had to do your chores before you went to school. It didn't matter what the chore was. You had to do it before you went to school. And that's just It's just what you had to do. So my chore was dishes, vacuuming, sweep the stairs off, and organize the refrigerator or something like that. I don't know. I had some weird chores, not weird chores, but you know, I had some chores that you kind of do during the day, not at 7 in the morning, but you had to do them no matter what. Do them chores because she want her house clean while we gone. When I tell you, I used to make me so mad, and it didn't matter how long the chore took. You need to have that chore done before you went to school. It don't matter if you're gonna be late to school, none of that. I'd be like, I'm about to be late to school. She's like, so you need to finish what you started. You need to get up and do your chore. You need to wake up earlier. Like, it was, ooh, that rule made me so mad. It made me so freaking mad because I didn't like being late to school. I was a nerd. I loved going to school. When I tell you school was my escape place, whoo. Anyway, the last rule, and I saved this rule for last because I kind of feel like this is universal maybe. I feel like a lot of parents do this, but I feel like this lady was just really extra with it. So this rule was, if we got in trouble like in the morning time or something like that, we had to go to bed for the rest of the day. And that's just it. Go to bed for the rest of the day. Don't want to see you. So let's say I get up and I'm being too loud or something, or me and LaFonda, my little sister, got into a fight or something like that. Go to bed. I'm like, hold on a second. Like, it's 10 o'clock. Like, I didn't even get to start my day, just a little bit. Go to bed. And you had to stay in bed. Don't turn the lights on. Don't do none of that. Go to the bathroom when you got to go and go back to your room. That's it. And sometimes she would make sure that we got dinner or whatever, but most of the time, if you asleep while it was time to eat, that's just it. You just gonna miss the meal, and that really sucked. It did. I didn't like going to bed that early. And leave a comment down below if your parents made y'all go to bed early when y'all got in trouble all day, because it would be all day we would be in that bed. Man, that was stupid. That was so dumb. Actually, no. There is one more rule, and y'all can ask all of my foster siblings and all my biological siblings. Like, these are real situations. And so the woman, she loved to have house parties. She had house parties all the time, and we would have to stay hidden. So not even hidden, like the people that she would invite knew we was there, but they never seen us, like ever. They never seen us. We was always in the basement. So she would have us stay in the basement and don't come upstairs unless she asked us to. And they would send their kids downstairs with us. Like, we the babysitters, and we over here 10, 11, 12 watching y'all's kids. And they would tear up the basement and stuff like that, and we would get in so much trouble. We would get in trouble. You sent them down there. How does that make sense? But the rule is we wasn't allowed to go upstairs while she was having parties. And I'd be so sad because I loved having parties and I loved seeing people. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I would just try to get in, see what's going on. We would listen from the stairs and see who's all up there. Just wanting to just get out, just see what's going on. Yeah. So that is basically the end of this video. If y'all enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and leave some comments down below if y'all had to follow any of these weird rules, or just leave some rules down that you had to follow that I didn't mention or that you personally went through. And you know, let's just y'all, I got so many crazy stories, so if y'all want to hear some more stories about, you know, me growing up and stuff like that, then let me know in the comments and I can get that popping. But thank you guys for listening so much and just tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, and I love you guys. Bye.
You know I'm a G. Grab my case, I ain't cover no please. You say you a gangster, you say you a stepper, but you cooperate.